Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you have not subscribed it, please subscribe it, press the bell icon, hit the like button also. Friends, as you know, we have already covered several videos regarding the Hindu newspaper editorial and regards to the vocabulary. If you have not watched previous video, please visit all of that. In the same series, if you want to enhance your communication skills and you want to hone your skills about the current affairs, then you have to visit on my platform. In the same series, I have been making video regards to the Hindu newspaper editorial. In the same series, today I will talk about the Personal Data Protection Bill. This is the Digital Personal Data Protection Bill 2022. Now it is in the form of the draft. Draft means it's not formed, but it is open for the public opinion. Maybe in the upcoming session, Parliament is going to make act on this particular bill. Friends, what is Personal Data Protection Bill? First of all, I want to tell you background of this particular thing. In 2017, Puttaswamy case judgment came into the Supreme Court. After that judgment, government formed the B.N. Sri Krishna committee, and that committee recommended several things for the personal data protection of the bill. Because we are right now living in the digital era, and each and every person is generating data. And there are particular two terms for technical terms or technical jargon for this particular thing. One is data principle, means we are the people and we are the data principles, means we are generating data. And who is collecting data? That is called data fiduciary. Data fiduciary can be the government that who is collecting data, or data fiduciary can be the private company like Amazon, Facebook, and such type of company can be the data fiduciary. Means data principal is generating data and data fiduciary is storing the particular principal data. This is the thing. And we have been living in the digital era, and we are generating huge amount of data, and there are companies are taking data out of platforms, and sometimes they may be misutilize that particular data. This is the concern of our court and government. And in 2019, government came with the proposal or act, but that proposal was something distorted or different, because in that particular act that people were generating data and there was a provision not taking consent of the people. That's why people were against this particular data, and government have pulled that particular act. That's why now the government again has come with the new bill, and it can be converted into the act, and it is open for the public opinion. Already I have told you data principle and data fiduciary, and what are the provision government has come in this particular bill. There is a provision of the consent manager. Consent manager means you are using mobile phone. In the mobile phone you are using file manager. That is the one type of version of that file manager is the consent manager. Through this app of consent manager, you can watch or look at the permission whatever you have given to the data fiduciary. Means you would have collective data would be there along with you, and you can find that where you have given permission. This is the provision under this. And government even bringing such type of a consent agreement would be there, and the language should be very easy and the people can understand, and the instruction should be the languages that is mentioned in our 8th schedule. Such type of provision in this particular bill. And what are the lacunas? Lacunas are what are the deficiency that where government have to improve. Government missed out on two particular fronts, or that is the basic rights. That what is the data portability? Data portability means, I want to give you one example. You are having SIM card, you might have port that particular SIM to the another network. The same provision can be included in this particular thing. How? Let's suppose you have made your particular ID in particular platform like Facebook or Instagram. If you want to switch on to particular media or social media, then automatically the data should be transferred to that particular media, and you would be able to access that particular platform without providing or without having providing the data to the new platform. This is the provision should be included by the government in this particular bill. And the another thing is that right to forgotten. Right to forgotten, per se it is not a right. Means per se meaning is the silo alone it is a not right, but several times our constitution or our Supreme Court has propounded this thing. This comes under the article 21, the right to life with dignity. Even like one case was filed in the Supreme Court recently, one of the prominent actor from the Mumbai, and he was asking that to delete that his video from the platform because now it is redundant and it totally obsolete, and he want to get deleted them by the YouTube. That this is the right to be forgotten, and this should be the provision include the in this bill. Then only like you might have heard several times that one person was there, and he was earlier was a victim under the particular court, but that his sentence got over and he want to go abroad, and but due to this particular data he was not able to travel to foreign, and he went up to the Supreme Court. This was the recently case in the Supreme Court. That's why right to be forgotten should be included in this particular provision. Yes, some contention are there in this particular thing. First of all, I want to tell you here one age of consent, age of digital consent. Like you might have heard in the news that age of consent according to the POSCO Act should be 18 for the like so sexual consent, and should be there 18. But digital consent is totally different thing, because if I will talk about the digital nowadays, toddler is also using net, and of course government should differentiate between toddler and teenagers, because toddler doesn't know that what type of content he should watch, but like a teenager should always like aware about the rights, and he can access the data whatever he is interested in that particular thing. For that particular access of the like sites, they are demanding, or they are asking or seeking the consent of their parents. It can be conflicting also. How? Like first let's suppose it can be detrimental for the data like accessibility of the users or net, because if a person is above the 18 years of age, he can access the net, or the person who is below than 18, he would not able to access the data, because each and every time he has to seek permission of his parents, then only he would able to access that particular site. This is the like violation of the right to equality, because each and every person have right to equality. Even like one case was happened in the Kerala also, where the right to use internet is also fundamental right. And the third one is the autonomous, second one is the autonomous development would not happen of the teenagers, because each and every person have different psychology and they want to acquire different skills. For that particular thing, there should be access of the internet. If internet access would be not there, then automatically he would be like deprived from the right to net also, and it can be detrimental. And third one is the Convention of the Rights of the Child. Already we have ratified, our Indian government have ratified Convention of the Rights of the Child. If we are like curbing their rights to access to internet, it is the violation of that particular convention also. And next provision is that here the concern of the person, digital sovereignty. Digital sovereignty means each and every person have, or the child, teenager have sovereignty on their mind. If whatever content they want to take then or want to see, then they can access. That should be the provision. And one of the problem is that right now government have proposed 22 clause. Only out of 22 clause our government can frame law on the 14 clause only, and that can be the problem, because these are the crucial clauses included by the government. Even government have taken some provision in this particular bill, like if it comes on the country sovereignty integrity, then automatically there is no need to take consent. That is a good provision in this like bill. And some concerns are also because like government is making law for the people. Even one of the biggest fiduciary is government itself, because they are taking data from the medical health institution in the form of the Aadhaar, also in the form of the voter ID card, and some, because government is making bill and government is the biggest fiduciary in this particular field. It can be like a conflict of interest case can be happen. How? Because if a government want to seek personal data, then automatically they will make law in favor of them or favor of it. And even one of the concerns also that storage limit, because there is a no storage limit barrier on that particular data storage. Means up to what extent they can store data. Means 1 GB, 2 GB, there is a no particular limit, or what type of data they can take from the sites or people. And even like already I have discussed, right to forgotten is not there. These are the some lacunas, and government should take or pay heed to this type of suggestion. Then only like we are able to make very beautiful or good act, then only people would be happy. Otherwise the same situation can be happen and people would protest against this bill, and automatically government have to retrieve this particular bill. And I hope आपको समझ में आएगा. Please share this content to your friends if you are liking this initiative. Let me know in the comment section up to what extent you are able to fetch benefit out of this video. Thank you. Bye.